In this video, we are going to learn how to draw the bar graphs. In the last class, you already learned how to draw the bar graphs. In the 7th class, you are going to learn some more detail about the bar graphs. In this video, I am using the pens instead of pencil because for the better visibility, if I draw with the pencil, you are not able to see it clearly. But when you are doing in your classwork or in the graph book, please use pencil. Okay, please don't use the pens. Now I am going to discuss the question number 3 in your exercise 3.3. Okay, number of children in 6 different classes are given below. Represent the data on a bar graph. Okay, we are having only one single data here, so we have to draw a single bar graph. Okay, and here some questions are there. At last we have to answer those questions. I copied the same data in the graph book right side. So based on this data, we need to draw a bar graph on the graph side. Okay. In class, as we discussed, what are the main important aspects to cover? First thing is to draw the axis. X-axis, Y-axis. And what is the meeting point? Origin. Okay, meeting point is origin. We'll start with 0. And what we have to take on x-axis? Quantities. Here, what is the quantity in the question? Class 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. We are going to choose them on x-axis. And whatever the values are there, we have to plot it on y-axis. So, after drawing the axis, what we have to do? Label the sides. Axis. X-axis. Classes. On y-axis, number of children. See, I leave 3 square centimeters gap here because to write anything from any details we can write here. And here also I left 3 spaces so that my graph won't go down. Okay, you also please prefer to leave the space here and here. Okay, now labelings are completed, axis is completed, and what is the next one? Give a title to the graph. Okay, what is this data related to? This data related to the number of students in class or number of children in class. So I'll give the same title to my graph. Here you can write the graph title. Number of children in class. Okay, that is my title of the graph. Okay, title completed, labelings of axis is completed, we drawn the axis. Now what is the next most important thing is scale. Always you try to write the scale on the right side top. Okay, right side top corner. Here I am writing the scale. Scale has to be written in both the axes, x-axis, y-axis. Okay. What we have choose on the x-axis? Classes. On x-axis, classes. Okay. Now on y-axis. This is the most important thing. How to choose a scale on y-axis. 1 square unit, how much you have to take. Coming to our data, you can observe here the data 100, 90, 95, 120, 135. If you take 1, 2, 3 like that, is there any 130 lines are there here? No. We are having only few lines, few squares, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, like that, until I think there will be up to 18 or 20 squares we are having here. So we can't select one square as one children. So we have to choose what is a better scale to choose this. Okay, as we have to represent 130, 135, we can choose the scale because we are having here 13 lines on x-axis. Clearly we are having more than 13 lines. So we can take as one square as 10 students. Means my scale will be on y-axis. I am going to choose one square unit is equal to 10 students or 10 children. Okay, I decided. Now coming to this, so we choose 10 children. So this is, see, some of you are writing in middle. Don't write here. This complete square represents 10, means you have to write here 10. Next square 20. Whatever the broad green lines you are seeing, there you have to write. Some people are writing in between this. Okay, you are not supposed to write in between. You have to write on the green bolded line. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, like this we done with this. So as I took the scale, one square unit 10 children, so 10, 20, 30, 40, like that up to 150. You can write more also, no problem at all. But why I stopped? Because my maximum value is 135 here. So right, my maximum value is 135. So up to 140, 150 is enough to write on this y-axis. Now we will start doing the bars. Okay, always leave one gap, one square unit gap, and start from here. What is the first class we are having? Fifth. So I am going to draw the fifth bar here. Fifth. And again I am leaving one bar space, because if I arrange them continuously, it will become a histogram, not a bar graph. So don't mix them. Give a gap of a bar here. Again, sixth. Okay, next again one more gap. Seventh, 8, 9, 9th and 10th. Okay, now we completed all the skeleton part. Now we have to draw the bar graphs. Okay, can you tell me what is the strength of number of children in fifth? 135. Coming to the graph, 135 means this is 10 children, 20, 30, 40, like that up to 135. Means fifth bar has to go on through up to here. It is 130 children. Again 5. Okay, means half of this. What is 135? 135 lies exactly in between 130 and 140. What is the exactly middle of this two? This line. Okay, you can observe. We are drawing in between 140 and 130. Okay, whatever these small lines are there, those are 1 millimeter lines. We can take it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 131, 132. You can see it like this. I just want to zoom you and show. See, whatever the millimeter lines are there, this is 131, 132, 133, 134, 135. Okay, so I am writing here, I am drawing here. Okay, now we have to draw a bar here. See, I drawn a bar here. Up to 5th class, 135 students. Now what is the next class? 6th class. 6th class how many? 120. So where is 120 here? Here it is 120. So I have to draw a line first here. Up to here I have to draw a bar. 6th class 120. Okay, like that we have to 7th class. 7th class how many students? 95 students. 95 will lies in between 90 and 100. Middle value of 90 and 100 is 95. So 7th class we have to draw up to 90 and 100. So middle of this. Okay. See here, I completed all the bars of this. So 8th class 100. 100 children are there. So up to 100 I have to draw. Okay. 9th class 90 students are there. 90 children are there. So 90. I drawn up to 90. Okay. 10th class 80 students are there. So I drawn up to 80. So how many bars came? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all the 6 classes we represented in the bar graph. Okay. Now you can shade all the bars by using your interested patterns. In this way you can shade it, and this is the completed graph. Okay, this is the answer for question number 3 of exercise 3.3. Okay. And the question is still not yet completed. There are some more questions you have to answer. See, these are the questions. They asked, how would you choose a scale? How would you choose a scale? 1 square unit is equal to 10 children. We choose a scale 1 square unit equal to 10 children. That is the answer for the first one. Here you have to write. Always the answers of these questions you must write on the right side of the graph book, not on the graph. Okay, here you have to write. So what is the answer for A? How will you choose that scale? 1 square unit is equal to 10 children. Okay. Next, question number B. What he is asking in the question number B? Which class, question number B1, which class has maximum number of children and minimum number of children? You can observe the graph here. Which graph is the tallest, that is the maximum, and which bar is the smallest among this small height, that graph is the minimum graph. Okay, minimum value. So which one is the tallest? This one. So 5th class is having maximum number of students of 135. Okay, in which class? Minimum number 10th. How many? Only 80. Okay, this is the smallest bar. So we can say 10th class is having minimum number of students. Okay, so maximum number of children in class 5th. Okay, minimum number of children in class 10th. Okay, that was completed for the first one. And second question. What is the second one? Find the ratio of the students of class 6th to the students in class 8th. Ratios and proportions you already learned in your 6th class. Ratio of the students class 6th to students of class 8. Okay, ratio is equal to, how many students are there in class 6th? 120 is to, how many students are there in class 8? 100. Okay, so we can cancel this. 0, 0 can be cancelled. In 2 table, this is 6 times, this is 5 times. So 6 is to 5 is the answer. Okay, now this completes the question number 3. You have to solve this and you have to draw the bar graph. Okay.